你做起身，嚟坐低講。User friendly， you said user friendly， you said user friendly， 哦，嗰啲用者滿足friendly 講咩？好容易用嘅，哦 user friendly， 哦 that's a good one，that's a good one， 哦 we must find something which is user friendly， correct， okay think why how to make user friendly， think what think。再開會，哇！佢開好耐㗎，呢個會啊，開成2個禮拜有會議嘅。我唔記得咗，不過讀咗俾你聽翻，你哋超都忘記，好差嘅。冇嘢係唔妥當嘅，咩嘢都做得嘅。我係講，又係再上，佢哋叫咩？叮釘，記得冇？而家要我瞓覺，你聽我下一座同你講，你哋瞓覺，真係冇用你哋。If you cannot remember the thing, I think you all be sleeping. Okay. Remember, I told you about Bill Gates. Remember? Can you remember, John? I read from the book, Bill Gates thinking that people is going to get. Look at no inclination, no thought about it. That thing can remember.
Never used concrete.
You listen to Bill Gates. I gave a lecture. You heard? You heard it? 邊個聽過 Bill Gates 嘅？做咩咁多人冇記啊？聽下，有冇係炸一個島好似上 user friendly 哦呢個嘅用詞嘅用個個用得嘅，邊個都用得嘅。哦呢個好嘅，OK，我係咁樣嘅。哦你好人你係得嘅。我真係好快。Window, okay, Window 95, okay, Window 95 good, okay, Window 95, right, open the window, just like open the window, 一開窗咩都識嘅，一開窗睇到就得㗎啦，一開窗就睇到㗎啦，哦 Window 95, OK， 攞嗰個，一個講 mouse， 圈嚟嗰啲 mouse。老師邊時都記得嘅，去揾嘛，邊度抄邊度撈。Mouse, okay, very good. Mouse, you are good. You Windows 95, you mouse, you okay. Combine all your think. Then came up Windows 95. Now user friendly. Put them on. Ding, ding. Then you see. Then you see Sheng .ibm Sheng alias ibm.net Sheng alias no alias Sheng at ibm.net very easy lah. Nickname, okay, Sheng. Okay. Then tomorrow you go there. Ding, ding. Sheng. Nickname Sheng. I want to convince you tonight. Yeah, you're welcome. But I'm now in San Francisco. You're in Malaysia. Oh, you can imagine. Imagine. Then I'm with you. That's why we can meet. So you make life so easy, you know. Then have a chit chat. 1 hour. How much you charge that? $1. $1. 1 hour there. Hi, how are you? What do you use it? I can use voice, of course. When it comes to voice, I use voice. Use of the car, the voice.
Communicate through the phone, local call.
local call. I do not know my laptop got a voice. If the laptop has got a noise, voice.
I can't.
The laptop has got a voice, we can cut it, within you can hear voice. But voice needs voice. It's also good. Like a phone call. But when you say voice, it's like taking a phone call.
Basically,
Yeah, I mean taking like a phone call.
cheaper.
I know, taking the phone call, but then there are a lot of things where you type down, see? That's voice, but just like taking a phone call, voice you may as well take a phone call and ring, of course it's cheaper, whatever. It's cheap like using the phone, you use voice, but internet, you go through internet, you go to type and key, it's quite interesting. You use funny language.
All the slang and
all the slang. ICU 4. ICU 4. ICU 4. 2. 9. ICU 2 9. ICU 2 9. NIT. ICU 2 9. ICU 2 9. NIT. Okay. So ICU 2 9 with email, private conversation. Can anybody type into your email?
Unless you know the password.
Unless you know the password. If you know your password, they can type. Okay. So, who has brought up all these things? Bill Gates. With Windows 95 is users friendly, but this was all in the think tank. This was all in the think tank. Now Bill Gates is coming to see Marty. Why must Marty go and see Bill Gates? See me, I'm here. Tomorrow I'm going there for a meeting. That's all. Rafida is going. But the thing is, why Bill Gates? Take Bill Gates example. No need to see Bill Gates. Take his example of the think tank. Take all the ministers for holiday to an island. Okay, Pulau Tioman, all the ministers there. Oh, cepat. Think how to solve the crisis. Then who knows? Maybe one minister come. Maybe all of them come. Then what do you do? Vetting. Vet now. They vet the ministers for vetting. No wonder you minister.
So they must be on the same level.
Whatever it is, they're still manipulating you. Bill Gates are Americans, all under a conspiracy. The more advanced technology introduced a country is worse. Now email, unless you know the code, they cannot take what conversation. In the olden days, you see, they want to conspire the American embassy, they want to conspire anything conspiracy, they have to use a phone. So that anytime they can take the phone, they got the Malaysian government to listen to the Now by email and so chop, everything. Few seconds, you reach America, top Bill Clinton. Is that so? Okay. So easy as that, man. So our government also, deals now. So fast they act now there because of Bill Gates. So now Bill Gates is coming and say, Marty, you want to learn something more? Wow, I will teach you one more trick.
They have to use
Then we have to invite Robert to go and see Martin how to solve the trick.
He has the people same level.
Same field.
On the same level. Like if you have very tall, if you have somebody used to take all the ministers, I think the whole thing will become because not all ministers are well versed in economics.
I think the economist.
Is peace. You see, I just set up a think tank. I said, incompetency. You think about what makes you competency. They are not equal to me in level.
No.
Education-wise,
No.
or even economics.
Yes,
But they can give idea. You also can give idea.
no. If you are the head of the think tank, a committee of a think tank, the people who sit down there must have the same level of. You see, I give you an example. No,
Not necessary.
I give you an example. During the 85, the recession, the Singapore government formed a think tank. The think tank of the government is not the minister of the Singapore government, although it was chaired by the General Lee. You know, Lee Kuan Yew son was the chair now. You know, who has they got? They got men in the streets who are all top business executives from Singapore company. So they sat down there, they had meeting, day and night, think of a way how to solve the problem, how to catch up the economy, the recession. That's why they were able to recover faster, and they were able to go forward so fast. Not the ministers. No minister. Although it was chaired by the Minister of Trade. All the top executives of the public company. Because we are talking of the same level. If you have all the ministers down there, I tell you, one is a lawyer, one is a doctor, one is an architect.
Then wet them, wet.
How to wet them? But then you know, political party, I am MICA, you are MCA. We are competition party, you cannot wet me. No way. That is the problem.
I think the think tank can be formed unless the member got interest inside it. I think Microsoft, after successful Windows 95, they will give options, share options for all the executives. And the option will be more. I think there is advantages lah. You want to be a think tank, you must have interest in the company. Maybe the government, you want to be a think tank, maybe the member of the panel also might have interest inside.
You need a carrot or the principles of the carrot and the stick lah. Carrot. Yeah, that also can be done. Get the ministers. You don't get a carrot. You don't get a stick. How do you go? I mean, vet them, vetting. I think it's time that our PM must vet the ministers. Vet them better. Some ministers should not be ministers. Occupy the seats. Some ministers are just occupying the seats. But this is the time of economic crisis where the Prime Minister should vet. Now, why do they have an NEAC now? Who knows about NEAC? Put up your hands, please. National Economic, know something. Must be the National Economic Advisory, what? Huh? NEAC. Council. Okay. National Economic Advisory Council. You don't know anything about it? Who is the chairman? They the chairman. And comprised of the board members, deputy prime minister also there, the vice chairman. Okay, but then they bring in time and all these people. So I would think that instead of having time, may as well take all the ministers go for holiday. I'm suggesting, like Bill Gates take all the ministers go. Okay, sit down together with Mr. Cabinet Minister. Think how to solve that one. Don't no eviction now. Or think how to solve. Throw all your handphone. Don't bring your wives. Don't bring your secretary. Only you yourself. Come on, all sit down. Think. Give me a solution.
You must have a secretary who will tap the meet.
No records lah. Think how to solve. It's the principles of solving the economic crisis. 我意思講 think tank 嚟講，揾一班人去想一個方式去解決呢個經濟，或者可能叫部長、副首相兩個，帶嘅部長成班去一個度假，做麥比嘅副部長打嚟去度假去想點樣去解決呢個經濟喎？ 或者呢個方式好似半機似咁，攞呢個方式嚟。I think we are doing the same step. Inviting you to go there. No. This one is nothing. important thing is meet the NEAC lah. I like to meet Daim. NEAC, Daim. I like to see with Daim. Yeah, must do some thinking with Daim. What they call a brainstorming session. They call it Have you heard of brainstorming? It's called a brainstorming session. I like to have a brainstorming session with Danny. I don't know. I've said a lot, but after what I've said, then the government said. Remember, I talked to you about Southeast Asia. Peg our currency to Southeast Asian currency. Forget about pegging it to dollars. Now they are trying it. This I said much earlier than the government. I told the government hearing what I'm saying, and they're trying to put it into practice. To me, I think maybe they hear what I say, they want to put it into practice. I hope they hear what I say. Take the minister, go to Ireland and call a think tank. Think a brainstorming session. That would be good for the country. Okay? Actually, I've written this as a speech to be read by me for the annual dinner of the Malaysian Heavy Construction Equipment Owners Association. So I think I read the whole speech for you all to listen and see what you think about this. Okay? A thought in anyone's mind today is the economic crisis of any country. A foreign press encapsulates the country facing economic crisis within ASEAN is the projection of bureaucratic incompetency, corruption, and tribalism. The Malaysian Heavy Construction Equipment Owners Association gives our full support to the Malaysian government in its effort. We give our support in its effort to upturn the economic downturn. For which we pray for transparency in all matters pertaining to the economic factors which would help to solve the current crisis. Without transparency and in all secrecy, with an analytical mind and logical thinking, we cannot even assume to give a constructive criticism to bring about competency. In other words, as long as you have secrets, everything done is secrecy, we cannot have bureaucratic incompetency. Okay? Corruption is something which we cannot support and must not support, especially in facing this current economic crisis. Therefore, we call upon all our members here to abstain from corrupt practices in order to succeed, at least in the reduction of corruption. The authorities must examine their conscience and be brave enough to change certain rules and regulations which inculcate corruption. See, what you like, the more rules and regulations you have, the more it is open to corruption. Okay? One very good example is pertaining to 2-axle low loader is that 1 axle was allowed 15 tons in 1983, then reduced to 10 tons and further reduced to 6 tons from 1990 onwards. In other words, the low loader cannot even load the smallest excavator, which is 18.5 tons. But how in the world have these low loaders been moving the excavators, if not for corruption, and or moving them in the eerie AM hours to avoid detection? We appeal to the government to be realistic in increasing the tonnage of the 2-axle low loader back to 30 tons. Unless someone is to tell us that we are deteriorating in our road engineering, whereby in the past the same equipment can carry a heavier tonnage and at present we can only carry a very much reduced tonnage. Then why the hell we require the engineers of today? Why the hell we require engineers of today? We may as well get road contractors or road engineers of the past. Yeah. We welcome the government's decision to freeze all corporatization and privatization, for which all such plans, whether yet to be enforced or in the process of doing so, must be suspended. We also welcome the recent statement by the Director General of Manpower Department, Dato' Zainal Abidin Abdul Rashid, calling the employers not to retrench workers but retrain them for better skill, for which training costs can be returned from the Human Resources Development Fund. We have now at least come to our senses. But then, what then of the privatization training of the operators of heavy equipment? Does this mean the crane operators testing and training Sdn Bhd, Court, and Academy Binan Malaysia, ABM, and other privatized training centers must cease operation? We therefore appeal to the government to be directly responsible for the safety costs for crane operators and reduce the cost to $600 in order to cut costs and increase productivity. Many of our members are operators, come work owners, and are prepared for the worst after the Chinese New Year. And in fact, notice has already been given. Either the operators work on a day-to-day basis or a reduction of salary. If they are to continue working, not that we want to imagine the worst. We have the equipments, but we don't have the job. As many of us have been given notice to even stop work. As many of us have been given notice to even stop work. Stop work, stop work. Stop work. Stop work. In such cases, it does not matter. It does not matter whether we have a certified operator or not. It doesn't matter. You have no job. When you have a certified operator, you have no job. We also appeal to the government to issue licenses to anyone who wants to do business, so that it will be more competitive and let the best survive. Malaysia's sphere of the open market will not only give confidence for the foreign investment, but also to stabilize the currency crisis. We hope that tribalism would be a matter of the past. We give our support to the government, and we pray that the government will clear our dilemma in the heavy equipment industry. No God-fearing, intelligent and honest person in the world would fall trap to income, corruption and tribalism. In monetary wise, we may be poorer by 40% today, but the experience will enhance our sustaining power to a think tank of 80%. And at the end, we will come out stronger. Why the NEAC? This is the best time for Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister to head their ministers in a think tank to solve the economic crisis in consideration of betting out the incompetent executives. We look forward towards a matured Malaysian nation. Thank you. Do you like this speech? This is my I never write speech. But because I want this to be given to the press. And then I'm not the least bothered. I'm talking about factual things. I'm not the least bothered. I'm talking about factual things. I'm giving the press. Okay? I want to also help the government. Unfortunately, we invited them, but they are not coming, the ministers. One of the ministers are coming. Never mind, I give it to the press. Okay? This is my address for the heavy equipment, heavy construction Equipment Owners Association. Heavy construction equipment. Malaysian. So this is my speech. Do you like my speech? Huh?
They invite you or you invite them? No, they invite you to go there.
No. This speech will be given by me on Monday.
Heavy.
Oh, this one is a different thing. This one is the Rafidaizis. Rafidaizis
One
department.
of the think tank.
No. I want to go there and listen. I want to listen to what the people have to say. But tomorrow I'm going there. 7:30 you must be here.
Yeah.
9 o'clock I must be there. I don't want to be late. Can I? 9 o'clock can I reach Rafidaizis office? Because 7:30.
Cannot. Jalan Hutan. Very jam. Every day I go there for training.
7:30 yes.
Tomorrow we see Rafidaizis. And to listen to what she has got to say. Then I will tell her. It's called Dato. Dato Rafidaizis. Dato Rafidaizis. You do not know me? No. Do you know me? What room do you think? Do you think Dato Rafidaizis know me?
It's been in the UN war.
How many of you saw Dato Rafidaizis crossing me? And we shook hands and smiled. Who saw? In one Hari Raya, she was in the faculty. So she was one of the educationists. Okay? She knows me. And I know her. Okay? I want to see what they have to say. This has got to do with the construction industry. This meeting will be held to obtain feedback on the problems faced by the private sector arising from the depreciation of the ringgit. Arising from depreciation. The details are as follows. Date 17 January 1998. 9 AM, Bilik Delima. Bilik Delima. 64 MITI. Block 10, Jalan Duta Kuala Lumpur. The meeting will be chaired by the Honorable Minister of International Trade and Industry. Your association is cordially invited to attend this meeting. Thank you. So what do you think they want to talk about? No, you need to put it, arising from the depreciation of the ringgit, problems faced by the private sector. What problems have you got? Heavy equipment?
The damage, the loader, consisting of transport.
You can see the equipment.
You tell Rasta says why you put the AP on the import of heavy equipment parts who are putting the burden on us. For AP, the price should have no free import. All the heavy equipment parts you must apply for AP. I don't know for what reason. What's the reason? I don't understand. They are not manufactured in Malaysia. What is AP?
You can buy
No. That is giving the inflation to go up because if I have got
play the old stock.
if I have got the old stock, I used to sell $100, I will sell at $500.
That's why you play the old stock
Because the vacuum in the market, there's no free import. Vacuum in the market.
No choice, you have no choice.
Why? I know those days when AP was there to protect the local industry. But these are not. To save the foreign exchange or what?
Yeah, to save foreign exchange.
No. You save foreign exchange, you are pushing up the inflation of it. There are thousands and thousands of equipment down here. From A to Z. Now, if the thing breaks down, what do you have to do? Throw away the machine. Or you want the fellow to go modify to something. Then after that, crack, and then all the
More dangerous, substandard.
I don't understand them. Because so strict it is, these have become so strict. If you are importer, they go to pork line, they open up all the cases, put the thing go down there, inspect. If this one is declared, this one has a truck spare, when it's a heavy equipment, then you have it. Now it's strict, they open up the pork line.
Okay, what else?
Why?
That's a good one. Okay, what else do you want to bring up?
I think we have to educate the Malaysians, also the private companies. Don't listen to rumors. I think recently I heard one of the people, they take all his money, they change to US dollar. All the money extra you take out and change all to US dollar and put in your foreign bank. And some of the businessmen now is already buying US dollar instead of keep Malaysian.
Do you know what much they lost?
Before that,
the US dollar was 470 last Monday.
That's 420.
Now it's 411 plus.
420.
420, I think. Friday I went to there, I saw it was 41 point something. Just me money.
These are late starter.
Money.
They starters, they get the turn, they get burnt.
well, a lot of companies buying also businessmen.
If they invest early on, right? But
Yes, they have got it when they were buying at 320, 320, now it's over 4.
Too late already. Too late.
I would say before that also start people buying. 3 something people start buying.
Okay, that's not much of a problem. Okay, what else? Depreciation of the ringgit. How does depreciation of the ringgit? How does it affect the private sector? Depreciation of the ringgit?
Price of the equipment will be very much expensive.
Okay, price of equipment will be more expensive than where they say out. APs. What do you think? If you take off the APs, will you
take out the AP, the price
It's
of
a free market. If there are no AP, it's a free market, everyone can import. No. First and foremost, if I want to import, let's say, Pagano, the spare part, I must go to the Ministry of Finance or the customs to apply for AP.
No, AP already. Ministry of Trade.
Ministry of Trade, it is not
Not custom.
Okay. Then they will ask you a question. And then what? They will not approve. Then you go to the back door, go to Muhammad Ali. Ali will have all the AP signed. You just only fill in. Okay, one AP is $2,000. Just like the car, import car, the second car. I don't know, it's unofficial here. Miss Spoon has got a technical player, he has got, what do you call it, he has got plenty of AP in import cars. He's a millionaire. Those days there was one fellow, a friend of mine, I mean I'm a spare part field. Those bricks, all the bricks were under AP. You know what? The fellow said, you want AP? Come to the office. You go top, 30, 40, 50 AP signing. You go fill in how much on the import.
Corruption arise.
Open the corruption, when I go to apply for AP, you say, I must have a letter from this manufacturer, I must have a letter from that manufacturer who state that they don't manufacture these parts in Malaysia, then I will give you AP. Otherwise, you have to apply for AP normal way, and then people, those people down there will make a fast buck to use the forced AP. Sign, the truck is forced, nature is forced, then you import like a fool, you go to the pork line, the fellow, hey, this is forced AP and you're finished. You'll be persecuted, you lose your consignment. Why? I don't understand why.
But is that thing happen or not?
What is not that happening? That is all that is happening.
Happen is already
All
happening.
happening. you go and buy the equipment spare part, you see how much you're going to pay? You go and buy a cheap spare part, you see how much you're going to pay? I'm involved, if I know that there is AP, one side of this thing, 1,000扣. When you sell $500, you know, 1,000扣. You know you go lah. Because market is very cheap. But you know, you see to sell AP, unless your name is Tato,
Okay, what else? I'm going to read Rafidah. She's a think tank, a sort of think tank. So listen to her first, and then I'll give my comments. Of course, on the APs, I'll speak on the APs. I had it in mind also the APs of parts. I had it in mind AP of parts. What else? You see a Mr. Trade Industry. What is? Problems faced by the private sector? I'll have to tell Rafidah Aziz that today I know many of chaps have stopped work. They have stopped work. Like he is one owner vehicle. 你一堂車一個人，你停咗工冇工做咗，你點樣生錢咁？
我兩架車都停咗。
兩架車都停咗 ，OK， 冇所謂。你點樣生錢？家停咗。
不過而家公司暫時有10零20千，可以頂得到3、4個月。如果過開3、4個月，我公司病得我就但叫哇
擇數啊！
俾人哋擇數咗。 即係都收到個女咧，有10零20千可以頂得幾個月係咪？過咗幾個月咧就解啲幫人哋打工。
收唔到個數咧？
收唔到就早啲病急咯。係我收唔到數就多1、2個月就病急就幫你打工咯。
咁你唔可以幫白先打工？
係佢公司病急咗都係冇錢啦，咪有出面打工。
咁啊，出邊打工你咪幫白先打工。
睇情形啦，如果白先我唔攞啦，或者錢唔知有夠工俾做啊！
嗰陣時白先唔知有工俾你做㗎。
The harder, the bigger company, the harder to get collection. If the company is not a public company, you go for collection, you may even get your money back. A public company is like.
咁仔你幾多停㗎？ 咁你數收得到冇？
係啊。
我同你講，唔使你錯咗你冇。你有聽過我講冇經濟喎？點解你發展嗰度？之前你唔聽啊？你哋唔聽講咗。 阿東，你聽我講翻幾就話嗰時阿東都唔信我係咪？我係早幾年前啊，我同佢哋講啊，阿東仲問我添，我仲記得阿東咁啊。張，你以為幾時啊？早2、3年前啊，早2、3年前，你以為幾時我哋經濟得會落嚟咧？睇下都97年、98年，你睇下。 最數，邊時得落後嘅聲出？你仲笑咗？我哋黃啊！你講呢句説話都黃啊，甚端嚟喎，係咪你咁樣講？
波幅仲
你仲
佢哋咁樣講啊，未咁快嘅。
咁紅啊，紅裝。
8年啦，你哋。
未啦，個
你講阿東我話咁紅咗，邊聲出我哋？邊時會落後嘅？咁紅裝啊咩？你講嗰句説話我就理解。你講邊時會嗰啲落後？ 你笑我咪同佢一齊笑咯。
我就everybody個個都諗到冇咁快啊！一下半心。
不過我同你講，我諗到。
The economy should say there is going to be inflation, but what they did.
You see, I tell you, I said I know. All my equipments are fully paid up. 咪真係咪？ 我哋唔使供係咪？係 time it up to there. I told them as soon as possible, time it. By October, I want everything paid up. October or equipments. Otherwise, BUSM also will be in trouble.
怪得知先生成日問披晒你，你十分披晒你，嚇到我一跳。
I was asked them, pay something. Maya, easy,快點。Maya, wait. No, I want to see them paid up. Because if I timed it and I refused to expand, wow, people that confront and all that. Oh, expand. Now confront. What are my? Tôi share my. Không phải mày.
都係賣，
Cái đó là mày.
好多人都係賣啦，而家好多人都係賣機械。
好多人都係賣機械now. Because we are paying installment. They are paying leasing. Because they are paying leasing. Me, no leasing. No job, stop all the bloody vehicle. No collection my order is stop the vehicle. After Chinese New Year, day-to-day payment. You want to work, you want to work, buy cash.
How many days did it change? How many days did it change?
A lot. Even in my department also a lot of workers. No, they not they retrench, I said, day by day. Day for day lah, day by day. If they daily pay.
佢仲有一樣嘢係講我撳低個銀紙嘅跌係咪？我哋而家目前市場所有嘅機械有多㗎，係咪？運出國拎翻第啲攞翻嚟，呢個係幫助之啊。點解我哋機械多咗？你賣出一架20千、100千啊，換翻啲外國攞翻嚟3幾銀嘅，係要政府要唔使 tax 冇 tax 人哋，咁嗰啲人機係出國。
有價冇賣出國嘅嘛？
嚇？
有價冇賣出去。
就係要揾嗰啲國家愛用到嘅咯，發展到嘅。
我細佬啊，呢有路先得。
係咯，就係啦。咁我哋政府要俾我哋會有一個權力啊，去揾。你會，你政府俾個權啊，俾個會嘅。
85 recession
They cut up the vehicles and sell to Indonesia.
No.
Spare parts and all the other all over the world. China also was taken.
This Japanese fellow, he came to Malaysia. They buy up all the vehicle, this sector, they buy up, they ship them back to Japan. They recon the thing, sell it to China.
而家都係咁啊嘛，而家都係有人咁啊。邊個啊？或者係你講，佢哋拎翻去日本啊？你同我講邊個？
收購
啊，收購翻去日本 recon 咗，我哋馬來西亞都可以做得到嘛 recon。佢哋 recon 咗，射咗出國。
係啦，加上日本啦，加上日本啦，加上日本咧，我唔介意，我唔拖住，加日本都久唔期佢收購嘅。
冇
你唔係
有
大師賣嘅。
收購咗係第時賣。
唔係1980。
所以我哋本地係咪？我哋自己
收購
recon 咗，
攞
又出
去賣
國，一樣。
冇俾人收購。
變咗我哋嗰啲鐳可以換嗰啲翻嚟。啊，變咗無形之中啊多咗幾百萬啊！
後尾咧就越南、Indonesia、
加起嚟都冧咗。
你加上話，你買呢邊嗰啲，你เอา埋啲飛機啊，包括耳機呢啲嚇？
中國劏咗佢賣 spare part 啲咪啲。
中國嘅發展啊，都仲係用得到機械。係講你賣得差唔多平啊，喺度共啲咁。
You see, the whole trouble is when Mate goes overseas. Okay? He doesn't invite me. You see, you understand? They go by the plane. I'm not invited. They invite those people who carry his balls. One woman I know where Mate goes, anywhere she goes. Mrs. Dion. Huh? Mrs. Dion. The travel and tour, the bus operator. Not travel and tour, but she's actually a bus hirer. The lady that would follow me, the hair, Mrs. Leong. Anywhere Mother goes, she goes. What does she do? Nothing. But if I were to go, recently I went to America. I visit the local 12. Then the local 12 bring me to see their equipment, how it operates. Now they have the latest type of equipment where they open the bag or the low loader, the low bed. So I see, and I come back and I have ideas. And probably I may send somebody out there to learn that latest technology and then come back and print ourselves. Must get somebody who knows how to do that. But this, like Mrs. Tiong, she goes follow and go slow, blindly, follow. And if I were to go with Mate, you think I'll go and follow Mate all over the place? No. I'll go and see maybe equipments in the country, the heavy equipments, where they sell, how much they sell, what are the equipments, compare the price, collect the brochures back. I collect the training facilities, the training, everything. That is what I will do. That's the difference between the people.
You know the trade, how they do it. I'm like the China owner. Now, you are a contractor. You are doing a big job in that area. Let's say you are buying now 20, 30 komatsu or whatever you are using now. Then normally after the job is over, they don't keep the machine, they sell off the machine. So I am the young fella, I will approach you, I want to deal with you, I wait for the time. Okay, things over, the machine is yours, you cut. So the fella will come and say, I will outside. I have got now 1975 Komatsu D8. Track is 80%. This is so much. Price is 120,000 US. You want? Okay. Because no, Europe they will carry here. They don't carry there because it's expensive. So the job is for 3 years. Things over. The trucks, the equipment, all stop out of barrel, go back to the what do you call the script fella. Script fella will ring up his all his agent around Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, all them. I've got how many machines, what year, what's the series number, what's the percentage, what's the price. That's how you see this cement mixing truck, along Papiche belong to this fella.
Dolomite.
Another pizza. And how did they get so many trucks in? The one also for AP. How did they get? Who's the chairman of La Pinta? Musa Iftar. You want to buy the second-hand machine from Europe. The condition is what the terrible was before they sell to. You want to buy the second-hand from Japan. The condition sometimes is very good. European market is different. They want to use it until the fella collapse and they will keep straight.
People still use it.
Huh? Our people is buying the old machine. As long as the machine is okay, workable is okay, they buy.
I was in Kato. In fact, when I was in Kato, the marketing manager asked me, hey, you're coming here for the auction. They asked me, hey, you're coming for the auction. And then recon and send it back. I said, no, I didn't know about the auction. There is the auction now. All these are 10 years and above vehicles, heavy equipment. Then Japan, they just contact it. And then you buy it there, then you can recon there. They've got small plants, they can recon for you. Then you can import back to Malaysia. Okay? A lot of people do that. A lot of Malaysians, they go to Japan. Japan to buy the junk vehicles, recon in Japan, and then ship it over.
I think that the recon there will be more expensive than bring back and recon here. But maybe some of the major parts. Because I used to sell
Some
the
parts you require.
No, I used to sell this all second hand. From Caterpillar down to case, from case to all the engines down there in my days. But hardly it can come to my hand. No chance to come to my hand. The phone call will come to the Singapore office at about 2 a.m. in the morning, hello, or fast they come down there. And you see people waiting down there. 9, 10 o'clock they'll be waiting in the office. Well, hey, this okay, tomorrow LC goes. Machine is this. Then how they make the money?
No, once in Japan on the spot, the auction there is cheaper.
The Japanese down there, the Japanese come down there, they say, hey, Ong-san, this one. I say, what series number the one? Oh, that is about 15 years old. I say, you better keep it for Japan. Because here, we are going for newer model.
Okay, let's pray and go.
Đây đó,